If you're talking to us, we are not able to hear you. Geet?
Okay. All right. Sorry. I forgot to unmute myself. So, good
Yeah.
evening. Welcome to this free gift call. My name is Geet Batra. I'm an Access Certified Facilitator, and the call is about more on Access Foundation and beyond, and get rid of what's irrelevant. So, thank you so much for joining this call. I would really appreciate if you guys can keep your camera on because I love seeing good faces, nice faces. And trust me, you are way better looking than you think you are. So thank you so much and keep your cameras on because then I can engage with you. I'm doing this call for the very first time. It doesn't have any notes. I have not prepared anything. It's a very impromptu call, which I thought that maybe people will be able to receive contribution from. So I would also have this call on YouTube later. In fact, I can even do better. I can go live on YouTube, or maybe not. I think it's late for that. Anyway, okay, all right. So let me first ask what brought you on this call? What prompted you that you must attend this call? Because you took time out of your busy schedule, your life, right? You have fixed 76,800 seconds in a day, and you decided to give me 3,600 seconds out of that. Yeah, and that's a big commitment, right? Sometimes people will come in your life and they'll say, "Can I talk to you for a minute?" And then you say, "No, no, no, not now. I don't have time for this." Whereas you decided to give me 3,600 seconds, and I want to make sure that I give you the value in this 3,600 seconds. So I would love to know what got you on this call. What prompted you that you must attend this call?
So I think there are many irrelevant things that I keep holding on to. And if I'm able to drop that, I'll save a lot of my time and energy.
How awesome is that? Thank you so much for sharing that, Tejal. This is the probably the gold that most of us are looking for.
Yeah.
That
Thank
there are
you.
a lot of irrelevant things that we have in our life and we don't know what to do with it. The more you try to get rid of it, the more it comes back. Does it happen to you? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, great. We are going to talk about that. Anybody else? Anybody else?
I just wanted to be in the practice because I'm constantly listening to your calls, Nitya's calls, and I wanted to be in practice. And it's always so wonderful to be present while the practice is going on, while it
Hmm.
is going on. I love to hear calls, means the recorded ones, but
Hmm.
these are also very special.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that, Rachita. And Rachita has not yet done access bars. She's aspiring to do it very soon. And she's not yet done foundation. But she's read Salon the Femme, The Lady, Gentleman's Club, and she's done Money series. And she's done almost all the clarity calls which I did over the last few weeks. So I would, if I have to rate her and place her, that at what level she's in excess consciousness, she's kind of already done bars. She's already been using the tools, and she's already done half the foundation, or maybe three-fourths of it. Now it's only ceremonial to get her into the workshop and you know give her a little more than what she's asking to receive. Great, awesome. All right.
Thank you, Geet, for being so magnanimous about it. I also took the time to read a couple of more of the books as well in between.
Brilliant, brilliant, awesome job. You
Thank you.
ask, and there is so much that we can share. Are you willing to ask? So there is a very common phrase which I say again and again. You will only receive what you have really and truly concluded to receive. not a penny less, not a penny more. So today we are in a stadium, a sports stadium, one of the largest you can imagine in the world. This call. And some of you would be sitting in audience. And those who are going to play with me on the field, in the ground, are the ones who are going to receive the championship trophy. Because it's very easy to sit back, relax, lean on your chair, and just listen like this. If you really wish to change something in your life, come in the ground. And a lot of you are on the ground, but still behind their video cameras, with video cameras off. And the others have kept the camera on because they say, maybe, I also will play. I also would like to play. That's the game I am inviting you to. Yeah. Great. Yes. So what else invited you to this call today? It's a very impromptu call. There is no plan. Yes, Barkha.
Hi, Geet. Good evening.
Good
So,
evening.
one of the things was that I've been listening to your calls, and like I mentioned the other day on the group, that they've made some amazing shifts in my energy. And one of the things when the call said money, I said, okay, the first thing I'm going to look at it is the free gift call coming my way. So I'm going to acknowledge it and say that I'm going to make use of this. It's money coming my way. So that's why I decided to just hop on and see how the journey unfolds.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. We will cover that. Thank you so much for sharing that. Anybody, somebody? Anybody, somebody?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Here. I think I came across your mail. I was searching something else and I came across your mail. And then I thought, long time I have not been a part of it.
Okay.
Let's see what is in store for me.
Lovely. Thank you so much for sharing that. I got it. And I would do my best to give you something that you can take on in your life. Yeah. I have a few things to share, but some of them are really, really asking and truly willing to receive that. And some of them are probably asking for something else. So I'll try my best to give you what you're asking for. Okay. All right. Anybody else would like to share? What prompted you to join this call? कुछ तो नया बताओ.
Can I say?
Yes, yeah, I'll come to you.
Couple of things, as Barkha said, that with the calls there has been a shift. I feel the same thing, and with the last money call, which I have not even, I did acknowledge it was really good. But after that call, the next morning, I got a new client, and it just came to me like out of the box. So it's thanks to the call.
You're welcome. Yes, even I thought that that call will be such a bore. People would hate it and they'll say, Geet, this was your worst ever. But it turned out to be my best ever. And this is my first video on YouTube, which within 2 days had 180 plus views. 180 is too big for me. I'm not going for millions. But the point is, those 180 people who heard that call, listened to that call repeatedly, they created more. My job is done. With doing that one gift call, my job is done. They received it. And somebody once asked Gary Douglas, who is founder of Access Consciousness, how would you define success? And Gary said, in your life, if you have made a difference to one person's life, you can call yourself successful. So I'm in business of making people successful. And that's what my commitment is. Great. So thank you so much for sharing. Is there anybody who would really like to share? Otherwise, I can go on with it. Yes, please.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that last call. It was pretty impressive. And it actually moved something within me. I mean, don't have any business so that I can acquire clients, frankly. But yes, it made a way to something.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm so glad. And this was a small gist of what I do in my money series. That call,
Yes.
what I do in my 10 money call series, because yesterday only my 9th batch ended and people created diamonds, new job, appraisal, promotions, and whatnot. And even appreciation from boss, compliments, new dress, God knows what. And even some people lost weight. Now, what has money got to do with losing weight? We think that everything in our life is linear. A plus B equal to C ही होता है. 2 plus 2 equal to 4 ही होता है. And that's logical, isn't it? Rational.
Hi, Geet.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm a little late.
Mute. I was on middle of conversation. Yeah. So 2 plus 2 4 ही होता है. But let me tell you a secret. When you start practicing excess, you would come to know 2 plus 2 4 नहीं होता. And it's not logical. Magic lies at the end of logic. When you would stop using your logic, then magic will show up. How many of you love figuring it out? Yeah. How is it working for you? How much mess do you create by figuring it out? Let me figure it out how to attend your workshop. Let me figure it out. 8:30 मेरे बच्चों के खाने का टाइम होता है. Family dinner. मैं बहुत थक जाती हूँ. Let me figure it out. And how many of you reached on this call by figuring it out? And how many of you simply chose it without any logic? And you had no idea what Geet Batra is going to talk about. That's how you choose, right? Good. So coming to the topic, what is foundation? Can somebody enlighten me? What is foundation? Or add to what I know? Not really enlighten. What is foundation?
The building blocks.
Building blocks. Okay. Good. Somebody else?
The base.
What is foundation?
The base.
Sorry?
It's a base.
It's a base. Got it. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Somebody else?
A new perspective.
A new perspective. Okay. Okay. Somebody else? How many of you love pizza? Yeah. And now pizza is under healthy food, right? Almost everybody have it. It's healthy food, lots of vegetables and fresh cheese on it. And just baked, not much ghee. And you can make it without cheese also. That's also all right. You'll make some puree and add something into it, and some pizza spread, which is less fat. And now it comes in wheat also, and gluten-free. Isn't it? That pizza is the foundation for the dish called as pizza, isn't it? So what if the dough is not properly fermented? Or what if it is over fermented? How would the pizza taste like?
It won't even take the proper shape because the aeration would be different, and
Correct.
so it won't come in a proper shape.
Exactly. And the moment you swirl it will break.
It will break even before that. If you can actually take it out of the pan.
Correct. You can't even knead it.
Roll it.
Yeah, roll it. Yeah. Okay. Got it. So that's the foundation. Foundation is on which you build. Foundation is on which you build. Let me throw a question to you, and I want you to give me lots of answers, not just one. What is your foundation made of?
Our beliefs.
Our
Your
thoughts.
beliefs and thoughts.
Values,
Fears, point of views.
and thoughts
Point of
and
view.
feelings.
Feelings.
Information.
Information.
Joy, adventure.
Joy. Oh, okay. What else?
Judgments.
Judgments.
Expectations.
Expectations. What else?
Conclusions.
Conclusions. Oh my God, lovely. What else?
Perception.
Perception. What else?
Dreams.
Dreams. Okay. Are your foundation made of dreams?
Whatever we have seen
Yes.
and heard from
Okay. Alright. So others have to mute because I won't be able to listen to whosoever is speaking. Whoever speaks can unmute. Yes. So I got it. So
Borrowed
you have
thoughts from parents.
thoughts from parents or parenting. Okay. Got it. Where did you get your foundation from? Where did
Home.
you get home? You got your foundation only from home? So let's say
Home and-
foundation is made of 4 pillars. You know what foundation is? Everybody knows what
Yes.
foundation is, right? Before a building is made, holes are dug and pillars are made. Those are called as foundations. Isn't it? So where did you get your foundation?
Parents, relatives, neighbors, school, teachers, all the people who were the initial influencers at young age.
Only initial?
No.
Rather throughout.
Throughout your life,
Yeah,
it keeps adding.
good. And do you destroy your foundations?
Yes, I do now.
Aha. Yes, I do.
Not now.
Yes,
General.
absolutely.
So this is a non-access question. Do you actually destroy your foundations? How do you hold on to your foundations? कि अभी कुछ किया foundation का तो मेरा घर गिर जाएगा. So let's say how many of you are living in a flat? Can we change your foundations? No. But I want to build a Taj Mahal on that. Can you make a Taj Mahal on your foundation? If you cannot destroy and change your foundations, would you ever be able to make something better and newer than the foundations that you have? How many of you have, at the age of 40, decided I want to be a doctor? But how many of you still wish that I wish I was a doctor?
Something else, maybe.
Something else, maybe. Of course, a change of career and it stops you, right? Because what are you telling yourself?
I'm too old.
I don't
Cannot
have
study.
foundation, and I don't have foundations.
Yes. To break the foundation, basically.
Yeah. So that means you have already concluded, decided, judged, computed that it is not possible. And what if I tell you everything is possible?
Yes.
Yes. So what really happened is you are building the accidental foundations that you absorbed or created in your life. You are building a building which is matching your foundation. It's like you gave a contract to a contractor to build foundation for you. He made the foundation only to realize कि उसने तो जो सुलभ शौचालय था उसका गलती से मैप ले लिया और उसके बेसिस पे फाउंडेशन बना दी. तो अब क्या आपने घर की जगह आप सुलभ शौचालय बनाओगे?
No.
How many of you are actually doing that? Just because you got these foundation, do you have to make that kind of building an industrial storage house? How many of you had the foundation which could only fit you into a working woman or into a corporate employee or into a housewife? And then you are saying, अब तो यही बनाना पड़ेगा, मैं क्या करूं, मैं क्या करती, मैं क्या करेगी, मेरा तो अब ऐसा ही है. And when somebody says that you can change your foundation, you say, no, अब बहुत लेट हो गया. It's way too difficult. नहीं कर पाएंगे, हमसे ना हो पाएगा. And by the way, all these foundations that you have created all your life, where was it created, or what all areas does it affect? Are you aware what all areas does it affect?
No.
All areas.
Let me hear some.
No.
No, it
It
doesn't
affects
affect
every
any of the
area.
areas.
No,
It
no, no.
affects
Affects
every area.
everything, everything you do.
एक minute, one person at a time. Farhana,
Yes.
what are you saying? Sorry, I didn't hear.
ओके नहीं मैं बोल रही थी कि हाँ ये करता है हर एक एरिया में मगर वो हम डिफाइन नहीं कर सकते कि इसमें कैसा रोल प्ले
No
किया
problem.
उसमें
Got
वो
it.
वाला
Let me ask other people. Okay.
ओके
Yes. Who thinks that they know the area?
I think it affects every area of our life.
For example,
For example, I never wanted to be
career.
a math teacher,
one
but
person
I am a
at a
math
time.
teacher.
One person, Deepa is speaking. I'll go to Barkha and then others can maybe raise.
I wanted to do English honors, but
Okay.
my father chose maths for me. So I'm a math teacher. I never wanted to do. How good I am, but I was not very interested in teaching maths or studying maths. So my basic foundation is wrong. But
Foundation is not wrong. It was given to you.
Yeah, it was given to me. This.
And at this age, if you change your foundation, आपके पापा आके ये तो बोलेंगे नहीं गलत किया यार, मेरी वाली foundation change कर दी.
पापा नहीं बोलेंगे, लेकिन खुद को तो कॉन्फिडेंस ही नहीं आ रहा है कि कुछ और कर सकती हूँ मैं. कर सकती हूँ, I feel, but
right, because you have made your foundation a solidity. You are not willing to change. One is aspiration, one is willingness. Do you even have willingness to change? Or have you already concluded, judged, decided and computed? बहुत मुश्किल है यार. Yeah. So
it is affecting everything. Because I'm not happy.
Absolutely.
I'm not happy, then it affects everything.
Right. So for you, your foundations are affecting your career. Let me hear what other area is it affecting for others?
I think our foundation affects our day-to-day just being able. Sometimes it's just saying no to something to someone for something, and we just don't have the courage to say because we've already been stuck down. Like, no, you can't do this. You cannot do this. You cannot do this.
Yeah.
Just everything.
Yeah.
Our foundation also makes our self, whatever we believe is me, as a solidity.
Yes. Yes. Barkha? I remembered.
I think it's every aspect when you talk about relationships. In my case, I would say my money reality. my health. Every aspect of my life is based on the foundation that I have.
Exactly. बारिश में मत नहाओ, बीमार पड़ जाओगे. That's also a foundation. But then जिसकी माँ को खुद पसंद था कि बारिश आए और वो नहाने के लिए जाए, उसके बच्चे बीमार भी नहीं पड़ते. How come? How is that? There are some families जो रात को दाल खाती हैं और there are some जो सुबह खाती हैं. उनके यहाँ रात को नहीं बनती. But both are alive, both are kicking. How come? Your point of view creates your reality. Are you even aware how many point of views have been affecting everything in your life? And do you even know how to destroy and change it? And then you are saying, अब तो कुछ नहीं हो सकता, गई भैंस पानी में. So what if, even now, it is not late? It's never too late to change something. Would you like to change it? Or have you already concluded and decided and judged and computed that it cannot be? So whose lies, what lies, and how many lies about your foundations have you concluded that it is real, true, significant, and fixed and solid, and you won't be able to create something new? Everything that is times a Virgilian, will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, for and talk, all 9 shorts, boys, beyonds, and forwards. So, your foundation is affecting your career, right? So everybody agrees. Your foundation is affecting your relationships. Now, relationships could be, does it affect your marital relationship?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Does it affect your parent-child relationship?
Absolutely.
Yes. Every relationship.
Does it affect your sex life?
Yes.
Yes.
And you have already told me that it affects your health. And somebody in the initial call said that foundation also means morals and values and ethics. Right? So it affects your financial reality because you got it. Virasat mein mili hai from family. Isn't it? So for 12 years or whether 14 or 15 years of education, what were they teaching you?
Nothing.
They were teaching you how to read and how to total money. Did they teach you that the universe? Hello, mute please.
Oh shit, मैं कल से पनीर ही देना भूल.
Vani, we could hear आप पनीर देना भूल गए. Yes. So, where was I? Yeah. So what were they teaching you? They were teaching you, right? They were teaching you that your body has a heart and it has a kidney and you have brain and you have endocrine system and a reproductive system and a circulatory system and a nervous system. But did they tell you that you will have only one body in this lifetime? And you are sent to this planet to use this body to the maximum, to the fullest, to create with this body, to create for this body. Did they tell you? And did they tell you how to listen to your body and the signs? Did they teach you what is light and heavy? Did they teach you what is sex? Did they teach you how relationship is made between men and women? Did they teach you how to complete a project, how to aspire, and how to do goal setting? And did they teach you what is purpose of your life? Did they teach you about consciousness? And those things which you think that they did not teach you and you still don't know, please write it down in front of you somewhere so that you know. So did they teach you how to be vulnerable? Did they teach you how to be authentic? Did they teach you what is an interesting point of view and how is it up is messing up your life when you don't make it interesting but significant? Did they tell you that this world is a transactional reality and you don't have to get into transaction, but ask what you wish to create from your awareness? Did they teach you how to actually relax and not do yoga, but to relax? Did they teach you that how not to get into right and wrong? Or did they only tell you that there are only 3 careers possible? या तो होम साइंस ले लो या मैथ्स और बायो ले लेना, इनमें से कोई एक बीएससी करना है, और शादी करनी है तो बीएससी करना है, नहीं करना है तो एमबीए करना है. And did they teach you that you are an infinite being and you have generosity of spirit and you can create as much as you want and you can give as much as you want and there will be never scarcity? Did they teach you how to create your life, or did they only give you things with which you have to create your life on your own without knowing how to create and without knowing that every moment you are creating? Did they teach you how to interact with your body and just touch and heal? How to ask your body and create different? How to connect with your body? Did they teach you how to perceive, know, be, and receive? Did they ever tell you that you can create magic? Or did they tell you that unless or until scientifically it is explained, which makes it no magic, magic doesn't exist? Did they give you any of the magical formula with which you can change anything? If you want to change past, present, future, or take your life to entirely a different track? Did they even tell you that you are not a victim? And did they warn you against all the people who are playing victimhood in your life? Did they tell you about that you might be gaslighted and somebody will gaslight you in such a way so that you would think less of yourself and more of everyone? So if you do a real assessment, most of you will name yourself first among the most pathetic person. So did they ever told you that victimizer is a control game? Did they ever teach you how to come out of gaslighting? If somebody is gaslighting you, and how to recognize? How many of you are not yet aware of what gaslighting is and how to get out of it? Honestly. अच्छा मेरे को मत बताओ, सामने लिख लो.
I'm aware, but I don't know how to get out.
All that I'm doing while you are talking is I'm getting out of it by branding everything as whatever it brings up or lets down. I choose to delete and uncreate it all.
Yeah, lovely. Awesome. And did they tell you that there is consciousness in every particle, whether living or unliving? And did they tell you that you can communicate to it? Or did they tell you there are no ghosts and there are no entities and you cannot communicate to them? What if right from school you were taught that you can communicate to the entire universe and you are totally connected and oneness is available to you? How many of you can communicate to the universe and things and being without bodies? How many of you learned it? How many of you are practicing it? Or how many of you are seeking how to actually do that? How many of you can actually play with energy and create something greater with energy? Or how many of you are aware when your energy is being pulled? How many of you know how to manipulate energy? Forget energy. How many of you can even manipulate people? And how many of you think that manipulation is wrong and it should not be done? And how many of you know what is being a healer is? How many of you know that your body is a healer, or you are a healer, or both are a healer? How many of you have been unconsciously being a sexual healer? How many of you are empaths and you have no idea what to deal with that curse of being an empath? Is it a curse or is it a gift? How many of you are not even aware of that? And how many of you do not know that you have a superpower? How many of you believe that everybody has superpower? Many people have. You don't have. And you're not aware of your superpower. And how many of you are ADD, ADHD, OCD, autistic? Or know someone who is there, but you don't know how to help them? How many of you are extremely good at animals and you understand your language? And how many of you, because you know that you are too good, you are resisting it? How many of you are actually X-Men of a kind? How many of you can interact and talk with molecules and cells and create different, or at least know that it is possible, and you would like to learn that? How many of you know that being intimate or having an intimate relationship is not a need, it is a choice, and not everybody needs to do that just because the world says so? How many of you are aware of 5 elements of intimacy and know how to use it? How many of you know what will create a greater relationship and how to choose a partner that works for you? How many of you are under control of your thought, feeling, and primarily emotions? And you think being emotional is something which is beyond your control? Anger, hate, fury, rage, blame, shame, regret, guilt, addictive, compulsive, obsessive, perverted point of view, jealousy, death, business, doubt, relationship, fear. And you have no idea what to do with it. And every time any of that happens, who do you make wrong? And how is that working for you? So let's say let's agree that 12 years you were not taught all that. Yeah, agreed? 12 years. And then you did post-graduation, graduation. You were not taught that. Right? Can you do a rough calculation how much money you wasted and how much time and how much energy you wasted in that? If you are given an option to go back to where you started from, would you like to learn all this?
Yes, absolutely.
What if it is 1/10 the fee of what you could have invested now for 12 years of education, or maybe 1/20th? Would you pay for that?
Or
How would you
Absolutely.
change your life if you knew answers to all this now, right now? If you could get all this information and all this awareness, would you be able to create a greater life?
Absolutely, yes.
absolutely.
So where do you rate yourself in your life right now on a scale of 1 to 100, 100 being highest?
65.
And with this
70.
information, where can you take your life to?
More than 100.
Would you like to?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So this is my question to all those people who have not done foundation, Access Foundation, 4 days class, and are contemplating that I must do foundation or not. Oh, it's too costly. That is what foundation is about. It is about under a facilitator's guidance where you can speak out your life and create different, because it is possible. Because on your own, if you were to change the foundation of your life, you would need an expert by your side or somebody else who could do it for you. Or would you be changing your foundation yourself by hit and trial or something like that? Because first thing is letting go of what is holding that foundation in that place, uncementing. So how much of uncementing are you saying no to? Everything that is times a godzillion. Will you please destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, thought and talk, all 9 shorts, boys, beyonds, and forwards. How many of you have decided that your life cannot change, will not change, and you don't have it, what is required to change it? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you please destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, thought and talk, all 9 shorts, boys, beyonds, and forwards. And how many of you have decided that everybody has the power, and you are under influence of everybody who is powerful or the life itself, and you cannot receive it and you cannot change unless and until it is written in your destiny, or unless and until शनि या मरकरी retrograde में ना हो, 7.5 से बाहर निकले, काल सर्प की पूजा करा ले. Everything that is times a godzillion, will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and talk, all 9 shorts, boys, beyonds, and forwards. And all of you who are thinking that it will not change because these are your karmas from past life. Let me give you a bad news. Each point of view that you have is your energetic currency. And whatever is happening in your life, you are getting rewarded based on the energetic currency you accumulated. So if you accumulated that life is hell, that is your energetic currency. What will you get? And if you have accumulated energetic currency, that marriage दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी problem है. What will you get? And if you say हम तो पैदा इसलिए हुए हैं कि पहले माँ बाप का कर्मा कंप्लीट हो और फिर अपने बच्चों के साथ अपना कर्मा कंप्लीट हो, what will you get? You will only receive what you have really and truly concluded to receive, not a penny less, not a penny more. By the way, I forgot to ask, how many of you have already done foundation? Hand raise कर सकते हैं. बरखा ने किया है, ऋतु ने किया है, रचिता ने नहीं किया है, मीनू ने नहीं. मीनू तुमने भी नहीं किया है? Oh my God. Wow. Okay. I thought मीनू तो पता नहीं क्या क्या कर चुकी है. You are from Kolkata, right? Yeah. Okay. शिल्पा ने किया हुआ है. रीना, maybe रीना चंदो, वानी, I'm not sure. So most people have not done it. Wow. And how many of you did the foundation, but छोटा मोटा डेंट पड़ा था, बड़ा वाला नहीं? Was it a small dent, big dent?
It was a big dent, and I would do it all over again to make more dents.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. Barkha, how was it for you?
So honestly, I don't think I was ready to receive as I am now.
Got it. I was not ready to receive. Let me tell you about my story. मैं इतना बड़ा अड़ियल था कि मुझे 2 साल लग गए फाउंडेशन रिसीव करने में. I had been a access bars facilitator. I was not a certified facilitator. 2 साल तक मैं वो रिकॉर्डिंग सुनता रहा, लेकिन जब फाउंडेशन खत्म हो मुझे लगा पता नहीं क्या हुआ. ऐसा लगा एक गेट से गए थे, दूसरे से बाहर आ गए. Because I was resisting, not there to receive. I only received through recordings which I received. Shilpa says पहले वाला big dent था, second वाला very big dent था. She attended foundation with me in Goa. She was among the first batch. Yeah. So if you really wish to change something and you are struggling with it not being changed, it means somewhere there is something holding on to your foundation as true, real, solid, fixed, and unchangeable. When you would choose vulnerability and ready to receive, consider foundation to change it. Everywhere you are still resisting, or still in question, or still figuring it out, would you consider destroying 0.1% of it? Everything that is times a gazillion, will you please destroy and create it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, thought and talk, online shots, boys, beyonds, and forwards. Any questions you have? I'm done. I told you what it is about. There is an energetic currency based on your point of views, which you have accumulated, made it your foundation, and you are trying to build a Taj Mahal on a map or a plan which is not meant for Taj Mahal, or which is not meant for what you are trying to build. It would require you to change your foundations. Are you willing to do that, or you are too scared for it? Would you do scare all this life, or would you rather change it?
Change it.
So it is. Everything that doesn't allow that, would you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, online shots, boys, beyond, and forwards. Ask me questions, anything, everything, whatever. I would love
Geet,
to
I have
answer.
a question.
Yes.
Foundation is done for a year, or can it be repeated in that year? Or it's a one year thing? How
Okay.
does it work?
Good question. So foundation is the next level which you do after your bars class. One bars class when you have done, you are eligible for foundation. You can do it anytime in your life. When you do it first time, your license for access bars practitioner gets renewed for 2 years from the date of foundation. Now, if you wish to stay in touch with access methodology, you may do foundation every year within 12 months. When you do it within 12 months, you get half price. You get to pay only 50% of the price. But just say 12 months, yeah, 365 days complete away, the price goes to original. Also, when you have done foundation, you can do advanced programs. For example, you can do 3-day body class, you can do COP, you can do ESP, which is directly with Dr. Dane. So you can do any of these and you can keep on growing. You don't need to do foundation again and again. But there are some people, and I had one participant who have done foundation 18 times. And she attended my foundation and I got a gala testimonial. So there are people who have done multiple foundation and they do it because they want to retain and they want to see what is not working in their life and what can they change. So there is something that I repeatedly say about foundation. You know, when you do your foundation again, you change, the facilitator changed, and the foundation too did. No man ever stepped in a river twice, because second time, neither was the river same, nor was the man. So things change all the time. Yeah. So you can do as many times or you can do one time and keep on doing advanced programs and you'll be eligible. You'll keep on increasing the tenure of your access bar certificate practitioner. Yes, Barkha.
I have a
Thank you,
question.
Geet.
Yes, Barkha.
You said that you do foundation once and then you can continue to do the other programs. But lately, don't they say that to do any of the other programs, you should have done foundation in the last 1 year?
Okay. So whenever you do any of the 3 days or more programs,
Like a body process or something.
you are eligible to do. You don't need to do foundation again.
Okay.
See, you're already on your path to creating more glory in your life, right? So if you have done COP, why do you have to do foundation?
Okay.
You are already going COP, ESB, SOP. You're doing so many programs. You are investing on yourself. Why they say foundation is somebody who have done bars class and for 10 years did not do anything except bars. They have not invested on themselves. Or they did foundation 10 years back. Since then, they are only using whatever little tools. So if you are constantly investing on yourself, you are again on the path to awareness, to more conscious, right?
Okay. Got that.
So whatever 3 days program you are doing, it brings you up to speed.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Anybody else would like to ask? Done? No questions? Reena, Prema, Dr. Muskan, Divya, Shah, Vani, Sulochna, Ravi, Vanita, Amrita, Smita, Neeta ji, Farhana, Athena, Rachita, Ritu, Preeti, Barkha ne पूछ लिया है, Ritu, then Meenu. Meenu, would you like to ask something about foundation? Okay. No, not compulsory. Tejal and
मैं
Deepa.
पूछूंगी.
हाँ, पूछो ना फरहाना.
हाँ. बार मानो के बार सीख लिया, फिर
हाँ.
फाउंडेशन भी कर ली.
हाँ.
तो उसके एकदम इमीडिएट क्या हम वो आपने जो बताया कि ये वो कर सकते हैं वो
हाँ,
सब भी
उसके बाद
किया
बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं.
हाँ.
उसके बाद आप बॉडी क्लास कर सकते हो. उसके बाद आप COP कर सकते हो. चॉइस ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटी विच यू डू विथ सिमोन, शैनन, with Gary, Dane, इनमें से किसी के साथ भी आप COP कर सकते हो, choice of possibility. Once you do choice of possibility, you become a CFMW, certified for miracle work. Actually, it's a Gary's joke. Certified fucking miracle worker.
आप नहीं कराते वो सब, उनसे ही सीखना पड़ेगा.
Inshallah, someday. Yeah.
Very, very.
Okay. Anybody else have any question? Thank you, Minu. Thank you, Ravi. Anything else if you would like to ask? We still have 5 minutes. Otherwise, I can say hasta la vista. And tomorrow I have another free call, which you may choose to attend. Yeah. Barka, you have a question?
I was asking which one is it?
So it is a non-access program. It's a program that I run. I have created because during the time of lockdown, when I was constantly busy creating more and more classes, and even if physical classes was not happening, people were coming to me. They were saying, "Tum kaise kar lete ho? How do you do it? How do so many people come to you? And how do you contribute? And who does this thing for you? Who does that thing for you?" So I created a model and I started sharing, and I call it Givation. It's a very powerful program. A lot of access bars practitioners, facilitators, and certified facilitators have attended it with me, and they were able to create great hours. So I thought once again I'll offer it to some more people. And I think Athena here have already attended. Or
Yes, Geet, and it was amazing. So
Yeah.
much of learning, so much of independence and
Yeah.
creativity. I think the Givation is definitely something everybody must do with Geet.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Yes, so that call will be about tomorrow. Thank you, Ravi. Thank you so much. You should listen to my YouTube money call, which I did very recently. It will contribute, and I also have a podcast channel, which I'm I add something to it. Yes, Ritu, I can see your hand.
Yeah, hi. So can you send the link for tomorrow's call, please? I would like
Tomorrow's
to-
call will be, all of you are already in the free group, free gift call group. So you have already registered, kind of.
Okay.
You will get a link
I just wanted to
by
check.
default. See, anybody who is in my gift call group, you will be getting everything. Everything that I ever gift, you guys will be there on it top, almost. Because
We
you
are
are
the
willing to
luckiest.
receive. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, all right, Preeti.
गीत
Okay.
गीत एक क्वेश्चन था लास्ट.
हाँ, एक मिनट पहले बरखा से पूछ, बरखा कुछ बोल रही है. Yeah.
I also, since we are discussing this, I just wanted to point out that I heard the call for, what is an ask. And I am so grateful for that call, Geet, because it has cleared so many cobwebs in my head and kind of given me that understanding. I've been trying to ask, I've been trying to manifest for so long, but वो language, वो energy has finally come to me now after so many calls. Ab tak, I think I was struggling between and floating between want and desire and need, but it was never an ask. So thank you for that. That was a wonderful call too.
Thank you so much. I did that very impromptu. मुझे भी नहीं पता था मैं क्या करने वाला हूँ. But what was happening is people were booking SOP sessions with me, and they were not clear what to ask. So I created this call so that my participants or who are attending any of the calls with me, they wish to create greater life, उन्हें पता तो हो कैसे create करना है, how to ask. So I came up with that impromptu call. So it's like everything that I do, be it money series, foundation, bars class, or I'm also coming up with advanced money series and Givation series, whatever. I put my entire life ka nichod. Are you willing to receive? If you are willing to receive, you will get it. It can be from one call only, and you will be able to create something. Because this is how I create, and you might be able to create as well. Yeah, thank you. Yes, Farana. इधर गई फराना।
मैं पूछ रही थी कि ये गिवेशन का जो आपने बोला ना, तो ये क्या 2-3 दिन का क्लास है या फिर एक ही दिन?
ये 11 कॉल्स का क्लास है और इसके अलावा 2 कोचिंग सेशंस हैं इसमें, एंड इसके अलावा डिस्टेंट एनर्जी सेशन भी है, so that you create the business or you create the vocation or you create the profession in your life that you always wanted to create, but एक तो clarity नहीं थी कि क्या create करना है, कैसे करना है, how to articulate and how to reach out to people. It is for that. So some of us became healer, practitioner, facilitator, tarot reader, yoga teacher, astrologer, but it is giving बस थोड़ा बहुत ही result. Okay, thanks. काम चल रहा है. And you have no idea how to take it further. So I can give you a nitrous boost in that. Not the final boost, but nitrous boost. So that call is about, by the way, uska, those who want to know more, today itself they can, because they'll be saving 10,000 on this. If they connect today and register, they'll save 10,000. And Goa में मेरा foundation आ रहा है. Those who want, they are getting a very good accommodation for just 12,000 for 4 days. If they intend to attend foundation, I'm closing it today. So anybody would like to attend foundation in Goa in September, they can book their accommodation and their foundation dates. Okay. And I'm going to come to Mumbai in August, and I am invited in Delhi sometime this month or next. It is still, I'm working, and I'm going to Bangalore for foundation, and of course Goa is there.
Geet, could you let me know the dates for Delhi, please?
Yes. Delhi एक बार समीक्षा से coordinate करते हैं, ठीक है? I'll let you know. Delhi.
For Bangalore?
For Bangalore is turning out to be 28th of August. So if you confirm, I can confirm the date. As of now, it is 28th August for a bars class and then foundation. Yeah. So just connect with me so that I know that you are keen and I can tell you the dates and I can take you through whatever is required.
सितंबर का डेट बता सकते हैं?
सितंबर 14 तारीख से लेकर 19 तारीख तक गोवा में एक बार्स और फाउंडेशन है, और 19 तारीख से लेकर 23 तारीख तक दूसरी बार्स और फाउंडेशन है गोवा में.
इंशाल्लाह आपसे मुलाकात होगी तब.
Amen to that.
I am willing to.
Yeah, awesome.
I'm certain, very certain.
जल्दी कंफर्म करना है, because सितंबर एंड अगस्त फ्लाइट बहुत मैस होने वाला है, बिकॉज 15 अगस्त है, लॉन्ग वीकेंड, लोग उसको कंपाइल करके करेंगे. सो फ्लाइट्स वुड बी डैम एक्सपेंसिव. यू हैव टू बुक नाउ और यू हैव लॉस्ट इट.
इंटरनेशनल फ्लाइट भी?
Geet, please don't keep anything next to 15th of August. If it's Delhi also, you know, it's high.
I know, high alert.
No, and for me, it's a time when we are very busy.
Yeah, I got it, but I don't know what is going to happen. So it might happen before 7th of August, or it may happen after.
Delhi is the easiest for me.
Yeah,
Delhi is like the easiest for me to.
I completely understand. Cool. Okay. All right.
So,
anybody else? Yes.
When is Bangalore?
Bangalore is probably 28th of August. So I may have a bars class as well as foundation. So what is it that you are looking for, Prema?
In the recent past, we have to again go through the bars?
No. It's not compulsory. If you want to do it with another facilitator, because you thought that first time समझ में नहीं आया, जैसे कि मेरे को 3 बार्स क्लास में जाके समझ में आया. मैं इतना ज्यादा मंद बुद्धि या ठस बुद्धि था, मेरे को ज्यादा टाइम लगा. मेरे को फाउंडेशन समझने में 2 साल लग गए. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I have to still think about it because I'll be traveling. So let's
When
see.
you are willing to ask ना, आप उतना बड़ा कटोरा ले आओगे जितने बड़े आप रिसीव करना चाहते हो. When you are truly willing to receive, आप अपने साइज का अपना, you will manifest everything. पूरी दुनिया रुक जाएगी आपके लिए.
Thank
until
you.
then आप अपने आप को रोक के रखोगे और बोलोगे दुनिया ने मेरे को रोक दिया.
गीत एक बात बोलूं.
हाँ जी बोलिए.
आज सुबह से मेरा मूड थोड़ा सा डिम था, डिम लाइट की तरह, मगर आपका क्लास करके मेरा मुंह एकदम से ट्यूबलाइट बन गया.
Yeah. How does it get even better than this?
Thank you so much.
Dr.
Tons and tons.
Thank you. And Dr. Muskan, are you there? Yes. इनका एक question था. Can you elaborate on gaslighting? Actually, this is not a topic which is to be discussed lightly over a forum, trying to explain. But gaslighting is everywhere when somebody have manipulated you into being less than who you can be.
Wow.
So you have brought down your levels down, and you are not even aware that somebody else made you do it. And next time, and it's a very toxic relationship, and very toxic person might do that to you, right? And sometimes we also do gaslighting. It is सवाल ये नहीं है कि अच्छी बात है, गलत बात है, right है, wrong है, good है, bad है. But are you aware? First thing is you got to be aware. So foundation is the only class which takes you to the depths of gaslighting. And मैं हमेशा recommend करता हूँ come for retreat, foundation retreat, because मैं वहाँ पे 24 घंटे आपके लिए available रहता हूँ. Then you can come, talk, practice, give bars, learn body processes, practice. There is so much possible. So in Goa, the timing that we did is Shilpa ko का काम था. She did not take leave, but 1 बजे से पहले उसे अपने काम स्टार्ट करना था. तो हम मॉर्निंग 7 AM स्टार्ट करते थे, 1 o'clock खत्म कर देते थे. She used to get on her job, and it worked beautifully. That means after 1 PM, 1 बजे दोपहर के बाद आपको जो करना है गोवा में करो. अगले दिन सुबह 7 बजे मिलेंगे. So everybody had that freedom. Choose it right now. I would be closing registration for Goa tonight. Yes.
Geet, what are the dates again for September?
I have 2 plans. एक तो 15th से 18th तक है और दूसरा 20th से 23rd. 20th से 23rd. 2 फाउंडेशन कर रहा हूँ मैं गोवा में.
Acha, so either can be chosen.
Either can be chosen, whatever works for you.
15th to 18th probably, because 18th ko I finish 1 year. So I might as well make the most of it.
कर लो. And you then what will happen is you'll pay half the fee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Choose it.
Can we do this foundation somewhere in US, because it will be 6 months my period there. So
you can do anywhere in almost 100 countries, 100 plus countries across the world जहाँ पे certified facilitators हैं. Only a certified facilitator can give you a foundation. But even if you are in those countries जहाँ पे access नहीं पहुँचा है, आप online कर लो. You can do it online.
oh, okay.
So foundation is the only class you can do online. Bars class you must do it face to face, and online classes are going to happen only till October as of now.
Okay.
So October तक है. उसके बाद access में revise it, because वो corona के कारण we had changed the rules, because it requires body processes to be taught how to touch a body and how to give a body process. We are managing it online, but soon it will not be there anymore. So choose which city are you in? Bangalore, right?
Bangalore. Nitya is close to me actually.
Yeah. Nitya is my guru. She's my teacher. She's awesome. She's the best.
I did the basic class from her, but foundation I was thinking, but due to me becoming a granny now, I have to go there and stay for
That's
6
all right. I have another couple of grannies who are coming to Mumbai or Goa to do foundation with me.
Oh, great.
एक ना एक granny तो होती है मेरी foundation. पक्का होती है एक ना एक granny.
Because they are the ones who need.
They are the ones who can create greater, and now there is another opportunity to create another aspect of their life where they can change things.
Because this is the second innings that we are going to continue. Okay, at least live for ourselves now.
Yeah. Yes, Barkha, you have a question? No, okay. Anybody else have a question? Athena,
Geet, I have a question.
yes, please.
So I've done 2 bar classes already. And the third one, can I do it with you and then do the foundation? That's okay?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So you are eligible for foundation, but if you want to become a facilitator, you can do the third with me or with anyone, but you have to choose it. Once you have chosen, what happens actually when you interact with a CF, you know, this is the person I would like to do with. Sometimes a point of view may stop you, but you would get drawn to that facilitator. Because I always say that when the student is ready, the master will appear. So if I am someone who is supposed to contribute to you, मैं सपने में भी दिख जाऊंगा. There is one participant who saw me in her dream. And she browsed through Facebook and then she says, यही तो था. And then she followed me everywhere. And then she attended my class. And she did all the programs with me. Because when you are ready, the universe will show you a sign. Am I your sign? If I'm not, maybe somebody else is. Yeah. Any more questions? Stalked you? Yes, yes. A lot of people stalked me. Vani is saying stalked you. Lot of people stalk me. Even now, मेरा Facebook पे जब वो स्टोरी देखते हैं ना तो उसमें लिखा होता है 7 views, but वो दिखाता नहीं है कि किसने व्यू किया है. Okay, all right. It's good to be stalked. Fine, I'll receive it. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Anybody else would like to ask? Okay, so thank you so much for receiving this call. I enjoyed doing it. Yes, it's a compliment, and you don't need to call me sir. मुझे अपना नाम गीत बहुत अच्छा लगता है. उसके आगे पीछे प्रीफिक्स होता है ना तो मिठास खत्म होती है.
Boss.
Yeah, boss भी नहीं, boss भी नहीं. Right? Geet is good. All right. So thank you very much, and see you sometime. I'm going to meet you on another call, maybe tomorrow, maybe some other day, maybe in-person workshop. Feel free to drop me a message. I would respond to you immediately. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Geet.
Bye.
Thank you, Geet. Thank you so much.
All the best for your surgery tomorrow. You'll be fine.
Thank you.
You'll be fine. Yeah. All right. Bye.